Out some of the general topics, and today might be the last class of the session. So we will go with the day book. What are the options we can have? What are the how we can build on in the day book? We will check it out today. So for that, we will go with the company. Select company. Outstanding company we have. The outstanding company, we have created some of the ledgers. We will go with the ledgers. We have Rajesh Retailer, Samsung Company, Sunrise Enterprises, Retailer. Okay, we have two retailers and one performs a matrix, and we will check the day book. Gateway of Tally, accounting info, ledgers, create. We will have transport charges on the expenses for the buying the product. So transport charges, indirect expenses. And here in the outstanding, we have not enabled GST for this company. So we will enable GST for this F11, F3, enable GST, except amount of GST yes, Andhra Pradesh company, then it will be one ALDPJ 6262 A1ZQ. It might be AD 37 ADLPJ 6262 A1ZQ. It's ACL, sorry, it's not AD, it's ACL. ACL PJ 6262 A1ZQ. Monthly and GST at company level, we are not configuring anything for the tax rate. We are just enabling GST on the company. Accept this. Come on, gateway of Tally, accounting info, ledger. We'll alter the ledger of parties so that we will enable GST on them. Andhra Pradesh. Some parties itself. Accounting info, ledger, create, Suresh. Try this. Like it, we will write out data so that we can differentiate. Data will be less. This from we will take state Andhra Pradesh and we will provide the GST number. Regular 36 37 ACLPJ 6262 A1ZQ. Accept the ledger. And we have one more party is from Telangana. I will write down the name. Don't. Like it and write down data. Sundry data is from Telangana. I will make it this. return auto GST, regular 36 AFTBC 7196 R1ZB. So we have one interested party, Carol, and today's enterprises is local data. And what we need at the time of buying the product, we have incurring the transport charges. So I will incur transport charges as ledger, transport charges, indirect expenses, GST not applicable, include an accessible value calculation GST. Here transport charges, if we are directly paying to the transporter, then it will differ. If our supplier is paying the transport charges for the goods which he is delivering to us, so in invoice he will be supplying us invoice with item cost GST, then he will provide transport charges. We said to our supplier that take care of transportation charges also and include that in the invoice, so that we will pay transport charges to him, we will not pay to the transporter. This is one scenario. In another scenario, we will pay to the transporter, we will buy goods from Suresh. Uh, we will buy from the company, as we have taken Samsung, I think. We will buy from the Samsung company and we hire the transporter to deliver goods to us. This is one scenario. In that scenario, we will enable GST here. So first we will go with the second scenario, then we will go with the first. GST not applicable. GST goods, you can take supply also, services also, based on value. Accept this. Now we will perform one purchase entry, come down on gateway of tally, accounting voucher, and I think on the purchase ledgers also we have not enabled GST. We will enable GST on purchase ledger also. Purchase GST space applicable second one not GST no. Types of supply goods, accept this. Sales applicable GST second order GST no. Goods, accept this. So we have sale ledger, we have purchase ledger, we have parties. What more we need? We need duties ledger. So create IGST, because we have interested party on duties, GST, integrated tax, accept. GST, duties, GST, central tax, accept this. SGST, duties, GST, state tax, accept this. So we have duties ledgers, we have parties, we have buyer and seller, and we have stock item also. Now we will set up the tax rate on the item also, because we have just created the item, we had not enabled GST on it. Item, alter, Samsung 350 liters fridge, GST applicable, description, Samsung, HSN code, on value, taxable, 12%. Accept this. Refrigerator normal, GST applicable, Samsung, HSN code will be the same for the fridge. Government has given one HSN only, so HSN is same. On value, taxable, 12%. Accept this. Capital supply goods. So we have stock item, we had enabled GST on company, we had enabled GST on parties ledger, and we had enabled on purchase ledger and sales ledger, and we have created duties ledger. Along with that, in today's transaction, we had enabled transport charges. How transport charges will affect? Now gateway of tally, accounting vouchers, F9 purchase voucher, invoice number 3, date July, Samsung company. Here when I select Samsung company, I am getting the detail of the Samsung company. This is outstanding company, our company. This is Samsung company. And their GSTN number is not been specified because we have not enabled GST on this party who is supplying to. So what I can do from any screen, if I want to alter any option for any product ledger, any item ledger, what I can do is unit creation. What I can do is by standing on it, have the option to press Control Enter. When we press Control Enter, it asks for the alteration. So what alteration we need for this Samsung company? We have to enable GST on it. So I will enable GST, regular 36, AFTPC, sorry, Andhra Pradesh, so 37. Take it out when I do 36, AFTPC 7196 R1. When I do this, it's specified that we are taking the state as Andhra Pradesh and providing the wrong GSTN. Andhra Pradesh code is 37. So this is a wrong, the message will come, it will proceed, but we know we have entered wrong. So we will alter this 37 ACLPJ 62621Z 1 A1ZQ. So we will be enabling GST. Still here it's not reflecting because we have altered the ledger into here. If it's not getting updated, then we have the option here, party list. Check it out. Now there is no GSTN number. We had altered the ledger, but it did not updated while performing the voucher. So what I can do by standing here in the supplier name, I will be pressing Alt M and I will refresh this. I will select some other party. Then I will go here. Then I will select the same Samsung company. Now when I select Samsung, check it out. Find the GST number below. Samsung company. Now it got updated. Accept this. Purchase Samsung refrigerators. Quantity we will buy 50 quantity. 25,000, 12 lakhs, 50,000 amount. Now, is a party is from same state, so it will calculate CGST and SGST. Now, what more we have included? We said transport charges also. Transport charges we have not defined any tax rate. What we said? Taxes is paid by our transport charges paid by our supplier, and we will pay him the transport charges. So I have to include the transport charges here. So I will go with the transport charges. Now prior to that, what I can do? Here we will go with this CGST and SGST and we will check the amount of the invoice. Now amount of the invoice is 14 lakhs with GST. 12 lakh 50,000 is the item cost and duties amount is 1 lakh 50,000. Total is 14 lakhs. Now press Alt. Tax is on 12 lakhs 50,000. Now what transport charges we have to incur and it is paid by our supplier. Now in invoice he will be including for in his sales invoice. For us it's purchase. So when he gets he will give along with the transport charges. So transport charges for supply might be we will take it at 20,000 within state TSS with including Hamali money we will take it as 30,000 the transport charges. Now when I select transport charges CGST SCST, it's still calculating CGST, SGST on 12,000, 50,000. It's not calculating on transport charges. So I have to Alter the transport ledger, press Control Enter on it. GST, both on value. Accept this. Now check it out here. On item we had incurred the transport charges. Transport charges. Now, when I selected transport charges 30,000, its duty amount is 75,000, 75,000. When I taken the 30,000 including, it's 12. Transport charges 30,000. Now check it out. Paired to the transport charges, GST amount was 75,000. 75,000 CGST, 75,000 SGST. Now on 30,000 also it's calculating 12% because in the invoice we ask him to give the transport charges. He will pay to the transporter, but he will collect from us. So he is collecting 30,000 on that. He has enabled GST 12%. Item cost 12%, so it's taken 12%. Press Alt A and Alt F1 detail. It shows now GST is on, tax is on 12 lakhs 80,000. Prior to that, it was on 12 lakhs 50,000. When we have not included the transport charges. Now he is charging us for the transport charges also GST and for the item also, and he will pay to the transporter. So we got the invoice, sales invoice from our supplier, and we will performing purchase entry. In the sales invoice, it was item cost and transport charges. For us, is it item cost and transport charges, which is an expenses to us. For him, is the income. For us, is an expenses. So we have taken under expenses indirect, and we had enabled GST on it. How we did? We will check it out once more. Transport charges. Press Control Enter on it. Transport charges under indirect expenses, GST we made not applicable, and including accessible value calculation GST both based on value. So this is the purchase invoice with transport charges. How we will be performing the sale entry? Now on the sale also we will be incurring transport. Our buyer has said that transport the goods and collect the transport charges from him, and he is not hiring any transporter. He is asking us to deliver goods to him, and goods and transport charges both to him. So how we will be performing the entry? Press F8, F8 for sale, invoice number 7. So accounting notes here. F8, invoice number 7. 1st July. So we will take it 2nd July. 2nd July. देखना भाई सबको होना पड़ता है। हाँ नहीं भाई सब होना आगे डायरेक्ट पैसा जमा। Suresh Enterprises is local sales LG 10 quantities 30,000. इन्हें कहाँ से करना था? इन्हें काल CGST as it's local CGST SGST, and here our buyer has said that include the transport charges, so we will be creating transport charges here. What's the amount we will take? We will take here 15,000 CGST SGST. So we will be collecting from our buyer is 3 lakh is the cost of item and 15,000 transport charges which we are paying to transporter. We are collecting from him 15,000 transport charges and GST is on 3 lakhs 15,000. Now press Alt and choose 3 lakh is the worth of item. On that we paid transport charges which we are collecting from customer. In the sales invoice we have guessed that 15,000 is the transport charges. Total invoice amount is 3 lakhs 52,800. This was the same. Now we have one more entry for the interstate. We have created interstate party, so we will do one more entry for the interstate. 8 reference number Arun is from Telangana, sales control active. Here Arun has multiple address. We have option here build to and ship to. When I select here build to and ship to, suppose Arun say that goods he is buying, he is a buyer from us, he is buying goods, he is from Telangana. Our company, outstanding company is registered under Andhra Pradesh, and Arun is saying bill me and deliver the goods to the other party. He is buying from us, but he want the goods to be delivered to the third party. In that scenario, how we will do is we will come here in the consignee. By standing on consignee, we have the option here, all time option. We will make all time and we will select Suresh. Bill will happen on Arun, but goods will deliver to Suresh. Now check it out here, sales invoice, Samsung refrigerators, then quantity 25,000, CGST, SGST. It's not calculating CGST and SGST. Why? Because Arun is from other state and he is asking us goods to be delivered in Andhra Pradesh. Goods are within Andhra Pradesh, but the billing is happening on Arun. Arun is from other state and is asking goods to be delivered in Andhra Pradesh only. Goods are moving within Andhra Pradesh, but the buyer is from the other state. When buyer on buyer name we will be generating the invoice, not on the consignee. It is only shipping there. So we have to take Arun. Arun is from other state. Because of that, we have to take IGST. Now check it out here. When I take IGST, it's calculating cost and now press Alt P, print Alt Z here. Here it is said that Suresh is buyer, consignee, Arun is buyer and consignee whom the goods are getting delivered, is Suresh Enterprises. It is called bill to and ship to. Billing will happen on one, shipping will be done on another location to another party. In that scenario, for this scenario, it is said under GST is bill to and ship to. Billing will happen on one party and shipping will to other party. So our buyer is Arun, but he has us to deliver goods to the Suresh. So even states are getting changed. When state within state or with other state, then it will depending upon the buyer destination buyer, not the destination of the consignee. Depending on the buyer's location, GST will be calculated. If the buyer is from Telangana and we are from Andhra Pradesh, it will calculate IGST. The buyer is Andhra Pradesh and he is asking us to deliver goods to the Telangana, then it will calculate CGST and SGST. This is called bill to and ship to. Today we have checked with the transport charges and we have checked with the bill to ship to process. Any queries till now? Any queries? So we will do one entry with unregistered party here. Unregistered customer is data same state, same state. Andhra Pradesh is from same state. Enable GST. Here we set him unregistered. Accept this. When I select unregistered party, so we are making unregistered party sales to unregistered party. First it's a cash sale. So I will select cash here, and here I have the option. Buyer is unregistered. So here I will press Alt M and select the party unregistered. He is unregistered, but he is buying on cash. So I will take cash ledger at there, and here I am getting option unregistered. When we select local, then it will calculate CGST, SGST. Now we have done with the entries. We will go and check the reports. Any dots till now? From gateway of tally, now we have performed the entry for the local also, for interstate also. And we will once more do with that interstate entry so that you can have in the records. Arun, here bill to ship to Arun, and here press Alt M. Shipping is happening to Suresh, billing is happening on Arun name. So it will Arun name, Samsung refrigerators, 35 quantity, only 80,000. Is Arun from interstate, so it will calculate IGST. Accept this, and one more we will perform with the Suresh name, wrong Suresh name, but here we will make the consignee Arun. Alt M. Goods are bought by the Suresh, but it has to deliver to the Arun. So we will go with the Samsung 350 liters, 30 quantity, 9 lakhs. See, when I select IGST, will not calculate. When I select CGST, it will calculate CGST, SGST, because billing is happening on the local party. Whereas when I selected Arun here, the party is corner, when he is interstate, then billing is happen on IGST. When the party is local but goods are moving in Telangana, even parties in Andhra, so that it will calculate CGST, SGST. Here the process of this is called bill to and ship to. Accept this. Now come down on gateway of tally. As today's topic is daybook and trial balance, so go to display. First we have the daybook. When you click on the daybook, it shows what are the entries we have performed on a particular day. On 2nd of July, we had performed Suresh perform on cash invoice, and 2 invoices on Suresh, and one on the name of Arun. So daybook, you can check it out for particular day, or if you want to view for the more than one day, then we have the option of alt F2. Here we will specify the date 1st July to 2nd July. So we will have 2 days. If you want to view as per your convenience from 1st April, if you have any increase 1st April to March 31st, you can able to see. Here from 4th April From April 1st, we had performed entry on April 1st, April 1st, on May 1st, May 2nd, and April, July 1st and 2nd July. These are the entries we have performed. In day book, we can view all the day books. Day n number of days at once. What are the entries till now you have performed? You can check it out here. And along with this, we have one more option here. In the day book, I want to view only sales related entries, sales vouchers only. I don't want purchase. Here, then we have the second option, change voucher. As per the requirement, we can change. If I want to view only payment, I don't have any payment entries, check it out here. When I select payment, everything will go off. When I press F4 again, change voucher, the selection, it will show only sales related entries. And perform 10 entries from 1st July to 1st April to 2nd July, 10 entries, it's showing 10 entries. And when I click on all voucher, and if I select pay purchase, it should only purchase. Here the option is being given. If I click on the detail, it should contain of Samsung company. We did purchase, along with purchase, transfer charges is also there. And if you want to drill down to Rajesh, here we are getting sales, credit and debit amount. To whom it's getting credited, sales account. So what more we can do here is from the display table, change voucher option is in sales related only for 2nd July it's showing. Date I can change, I can select the date, detail I can, along with that change voucher, what are the more options are. If we have only post dated entries, we can check it out here. If we have performed with post dated, and we can check it out here. Inventory report, when you click on it, movement analysis, what are the goods are from this screen also, we can check it out. We have only two items in the movement analysis, only outward. On 2nd July, it's only outward. When I select 2 days, change the period here, July to July, July 1st to July 2nd. We have performed one purchase entry and 4 to 5 sales entries. So here I will go to voucher report, movement analysis, it's showing inward from July 1st to and outward movement analysis. What are the movement is happening? What goods are happening in these 2 days? We can check it out here. After coming down here, press F12 option. Select detail. Press Control A. Then press here. We have the option. We have item to whom we sold in 2 days. If we want to know for particular item, we have by ledger. Ledger, sundry debtors. When you build on it, it shows. Arun Enterprises, we sold 35. When you click build on Samsung refrigerator, click here build on Samsung 350 liters here. It's in group wise. When I select item here from this screen, inventory voucher, movement analysis, item wise, individual item I want to select. Here I can select the individual item. It shows from whom we have received in 1st July to 2nd July in this period. From whom we have received from supplier Samsung company, we received 50 quantity of what is it? Samsung refrigerator 350 liters. We received 50 quantity Next day itself we made sales on 2nd of July. How much sales we did? Samraj Enterprises one quantity and Suresh Enterprises 40 quantity, total 41. Inward 50, outward 41. So we can check it out here in movement of the goods also. From where it's coming and where it's moving. Post dated inventory as per your requirement in inventory, you can check it out here. Sales order, stock summary, quick analysis, most movement analysis, which we have checked it out. And then accounts. Yeah. Sales register. Here it's related to sales and purchase, both are there. So I will go to the receivable. What are the receivables we have been pending? Taking from first period itself. This accounting and inventory option, we can check it out from display demo, display statement of accounts. We will get relating accounting information, display statement of inventories. We can get inventory, and simultaneously these options are given in demo. And F11, in when you click on F11, it's regarding accounting feature, inventory feature, and F3 configuration add-ons. F12 configuration. From the display demo, what are the F12 configuration, you can check it out. And if you click on detail, narration. If you have provided any narration in the ledger invoice performance, you can able to see. Show billwise detail. If you are maintaining reference number, you can enable this. Cost center. If you have any cost center assigned to the voucher, then you can enable this. Inventory detail. I want to view the detail. What are the item I have sold? So I will enable that. Now check it out here. It's showing sales. Reference number 3, 1st July, 30 days. As we have given the credit period for Sunrise Enterprises, day before yesterday in outstanding 30 days. It's showing 30 days. Amount 30,000. Sales. What we made sale? We sold Samsung 350 liters, one quantity. Again on 1st July, we made purchase 350 liters Samsung 50 quantities. Period given for us is 20 days. For Suresh Enterprises, again we made sale of 10 quantity. Again we made sale of Samsung refrigerator 10 quantity. Here we can get the detail to whom we sold, reference number, what we sold with bill wise detail. Here that option to be enabled from F12. By default, if it not available, you have to enable this bill wise detail and inventory option. It will not be available. So you have to do it from here. Now, after checking with the detail, consult as a group, full configuration. What more we can change? Show the banks also. Now check it out here. Enable detail and bank. It's not showing any bank related option because none of the invoice we have said that they have to pay via any of the bank. So while performing the sale entry, if we give any banks to it, the customer has to deposit bank amount in it. So we will be to view that we have the F12 option. So bank detail will enable here. Select the vouchers to show. If you want to view only credit columns here, not debit columns, now we can check it, do it from here. F12 configuration. Now I will go to detail. Instead of all voucher, I will go with constantly inventory only. All voucher, inventory related accounting entry. If we have only expenses entries, it's not including any stock item, then we can go with the options is available here. If I select inventory, already all the entries which we have performed related to inventory. Inventory is movement of goods. When we move goods from our location, it's like we have that stock transfer from one godown to another godown. That is inventory increase. Accounting entry is when we are selling and against the stock item, if we get any consideration amount, then it is said accounts with inventory, accounts only, accounts entry only. When I select accounts entry only, check it out here. It's showing here because goods are moving out of the organization and either it is being purchased or sold. Then we will select accounts only. If you want to be only inventory vouchers, like inventory vouchers we have here, display, inventory voucher, delivery challan, physical stock, delivery note, receipt note, stock general. For the stuff goods from one godown to another godown, we will use stock general. For delivering goods to the customer prior to sales, when sales invoice rising to the customer, when we sell goods, it's not in sale, it's a delivering of goods. We got an order from him, we are dispatching goods to him. So we will issue delivery challan. Again as delivery challan, he will issue the receipt note. Again as the receipt note, we will perform the sales invoice. So while moving goods, we will check delivery note is issued. That kind of entries will display in the daybook here. F configuration. If you make instead of all voucher, if you make inventory only. Sorting method ascending, descending, sequence wise increase, you can check it out. Voucher numbering ascending, descending, you can do that. This is regarding the daybook. And one more thing which is available in daybook is here in the daybook we have an option to duplicate. Every time we sell same stocks to the particular party. Assume that this is Aaron Enterprises, Suresh Enterprises. We'll go with the Suresh Enterprises, 7 quantity, Suresh Enterprises. Every time Suresh is placing an order for 10 quantity. Every time he is placing order for the 10 quantity. What we can do is every time Suresh, when he places an order, he will place an order for the 10 quantity. And calculation will be the same. CGS, CSGS, if the quantity is 10, the duties will be the same. So instead of repeating again and again, Tally has given the option here from display daybook. We can select the option duplicate. After selecting the invoice, when I click on the duplicate, I have to only change the date and voucher invoice number. Now check it out here. On F2, punching the F2 and changing the date to 3rd of July. Accept this. Control A for accepting the invoice. Now we are checking only the period of July, so because of that entry is not visible here. Now press period of 2nd July to 3rd July. Now check it out. One more invoice got added, and the amount is same of 7th invoice, that is 52,800, 3,52,800. What we have done, all the detail of the party items are same. We have just duplicated it and we have changed the date of invoice. When we change the date of the invoice, it has taken that 11 because last invoice on sales invoice was 10, so it has 11th invoice. Duplication we can able to do. If you want to assume that we are deleting the around second entry. So after deleting the entry, now the 11 will become 10. So in place of that, we want to add one more entry. Sure. When I click on add voucher, 9th number invoice will get generated. I will make it 9 instead of around. I can select any party. So I will go with the largest retailer, sales, 10 quantity, CPST, SGS. Accept. We will there's a credit limit of him. Trade also we will make it as 120 days. Amount will increase it to 5 lakhs. form. 5.3. Accept this. Now, in the ninth invoice number 9, Rajesh retailer, we had it. We have taken out, we have deleted Arun, and we had added Rajesh retailer. This way, we can add the voucher and delete the voucher and insert the voucher. When I click on the insert the voucher, it will take, when I standing on 9, if I click on insert voucher, start with the number 9. If I click stand and 9 and press add, it will add 10 number. Duplicate, cancel. If you want to cancel, you have the option here, cancel it. If you want to alter, select the invoice and the cancel voucher you can reuse it. After reusing, it will go out. Take it out here. I will select Arun, sales, and CGST. This Arun is interested party, so I can accept this. Now the cancel voucher has become used voucher. We can cancel the voucher and we can reuse the cancel voucher. From the daybook, you can do these are the options, and it is voucher, buyer name, here regarding the F12 feature, we will go voucher, ledger, name, containing Arun. Only related to Arun entries we can able to do. The F12 filter option is given as per your requirement, so you can check it out here. What you need, you can able to check it out here. So display daybook, from the daybook, these are the options are available. And now check it out the trial balance from the display. There is no need of maintaining again one more separate application for the trial balance from the display daybook. You can check it out the trial balance here. If you want to view group wise, this is group wise ledger, current asset, current liability, current asset, sales, purchase. If you want to view ledger wise, option is also available. You can view ledger wise. What are the debits? What are the credits? Here option is been given. Group wise ledgers you can view. Columnar. Here option actual ledger approval if you want to view. If you want to view group wise here, the columnar only you want to view the data in the trial balance. Click on it. Here one new columnar has added with only data, debit data. 1, 2, 3, 4. Columnar is there. Out of the column, only data, debit side amount you want to view. You can do the ledger wise. If you want to view voucher wise, ledger, auto column. You want to use the report first for week, day, initial day, so day wise, April 1st, April 2nd, April 3rd, April 4th, as per your requirement. It shows day wise. Day wise, per month it shows. If you want to change the period, you can change the period. At 5 months for details. If you want to view monthly wise, and select here monthly wise, April, May, June, July. This is auto column option is given. actual configuration in trial balances. If you want to give the opening balances, this is carry forward from the last year to this year. You can, we don't have any, so because of it, we cannot be able to. So new also transaction, which transaction is available. Net means after making the payment, what's the remaining amount? It shows the net, so we don't need the closing balance. Percentage is not required. Take it over here. We don't have any opening balance from the previous year closing, this year opening. So we don't have any opening balance. So it's not showing any opening balance for any party. If we assign the opening balance, it shows here. Now we will check out here by giving the opening balance to one of the ledger. Arun, we have 30,000, 30 lakhs, 3 lakhs opening balance. Check it out here. The trial balance display, trial balance, ledger wise, F12, enable opening balance, transaction. Here it's showing the opening balance for the Arun. So this way we can check it out the trial balance report from the tally. Any queries till now? As today is the last session of the afternoon, this session. Any queries from starting tally till now? Here in tally application, what are the options we have covered? We will go to once more. In F11 feature, we have it the accounting features. We had gone with accounts only. We have done with accounts with inventory. We have not done with multi-currency option here. Maintain bill by bill we did. Interest we did. Invoicing, budget and control credit limits we have set up. Optional voucher, check printing, we have done check transaction, we have done post dated transaction, zero entry, maintain multiple making low in inventory FO. We had an order purchase, we have done multiple go down stock category, debit note, credit note, discount column, multiple pricing we have done. We have done with this option. F11 we have only GST option. F11 F3 we have done with the GST. As that and others are and one more which is relevant in the current period also for this TDS. In the F11 F3 we have done with the GST and TDS. Any queries till now? Shall I close the session for today? Any feedback from starting to till now? From day 1 to